everybody, I am Jandy the Artsy-Rose, and welcome back to Edgar's story. We are about to embark on Chapter 2. So, how long is it going to take for the staff to realize that Rosalie is not Edgar's actual fiancée? I raise my guard at the sound and whip around. The voice belongs to a tall man. What am I doing here? You heard me right, so what are you doing here? I can sense the atmosphere between us tense up. I was just walking around the hotel. I got lost. Oh, you too? The man makes a relieved expression. I'm Daniel. I'm a guest here. I'm Rosalie. I've been staying here since yesterday as well. Is it your first time here? It is. Then I'm not surprised you got lost. The hotel tricks guests by often connecting hallways and rooms to different places. The hotel tricks the guests? Yeah, I hear some magical power does it. Thanks to that power, I'm always getting lost no matter how many times I come here. I see. It's a strange place, isn't it? If you're out walking at this hour, you can't be a vampire, can you? No. I'm a werewolf. This is my partner, Bear. I pet Bear's neck to stop him from growling. I'm a werewolf too. You have a really nice wolf with you, huh? I've heard that werewolves from good families use wolves as bodyguards. Is that why you have a wolf? Where are you from? Daniel's question makes my heart jump. I don't know anything about werewolves. I hesitate, and Daniel looks at me suspiciously. For being a werewolf, you certainly have a strange scent. I walk closer to Bear, trying to hide my human scent. That same moment, Edgar arrives from the opposite corner. Rosalie, there you are. I was worried since you weren't in the room. Hi, Edgar. You couldn't have picked a perfect timing. Help us out, please? Edgar comes up to my side and gives me a kind smile. I got lost, Edgar. This is Daniel. He's a werewolf like me. I warn Edgar with my eyes that I'm in trouble. Edgar understands my warning and turns his head towards Daniel. Hello, I'm Rosalie's fiancé, Edgar. I hope she didn't do anything to offend you. No. Daniel looks at Edgar and me. Are you a vampire? Does the fact that I'm a vampire bother you? Well, it's just that I've never heard of a vampire getting engaged to a werewolf. That's understandable. Our engagement hasn't even been approved yet. Edgar puts an arm around my shoulder. We're in the midst of trying to make vampires and werewolves understand. So I need to ask you for a favor. Would you keep our engagement a secret? We want to avoid rumors from spreading, especially since these kinds of rumors are sure to get blown out of proportion. Sure. I can't tell if Daniel believed Edgar's story or not, but he gives a half-hearted nod. Thanks, Daniel. We can't thank you enough. You guys have it rough. See you around then. Daniel says goodbye and turns the corner. I have no way of knowing if he was able to get to where he wanted to or not. Yeah, with the hotel being the way it is. Anyway, it looks like we were able to cover your identity. Good thing I came, huh? Thanks. You saved me. I was annoyed at his proud smirk, but I thank him anyway. You're welcome. Edgar watches me with a grin. You should have come here after studying a bit more about the dark races. It's nerve-wracking for me to watch, wondering when you'll give yourself away. You really should work on your poker face. You always say one word too many. Can't you be nice for just once? I start to regret the fact that I thanked him. I don't think she should. Also, here's something I like to think about. Here's something I need to know. How clever, how good is Edgar a liar? Then again, how good is Edgar's memory? I read today that people with good memories can make excellent liars because if they remember the details of things that they can manipulate and twist, they can cultivate a believable story that could deceive people with no problem. So if Edgar just remembers what he says to everybody, he might be able to convince everyone that he is really engaged to a werewolf, but so far he didn't really have a problem telling it to Raymond. And then he tells Daniel that he has to keep the engagement a secret. How long will it be before word gets... How is that going to backfire? I'm pretty sure that's going to backfire somehow. If you hadn't put it that way, I was going to thank you. Even if you hadn't come, I could have done something myself. Oh, really? Even though you were looking at me with such helpless and pleading eyes? I just panicked a bit, okay? I would have been fine once I calmed down. You're unbelievably easy to read. My bet is that it wouldn't have gone well at all. If you mess up, you'll cause me trouble. Be grateful. I get even more annoyed at Edgar's teasing attitude. It's even more irritating that I can't object to him, since what he says is always true. I thought I'd be sleepy. I was too worried to sleep sound about what the stubborn tomboy was up to. Wait a minute. You were following me? It was actually pretty hard. The hotel's quite the maze. Why did you follow me? I told you that I'd be searching the hotel, didn't I? Isn't it only natural to worry about my fiancé? Edgar answers nonchalantly. We should probably discuss our plans for the future. Let's return to our room for now. I reluctantly follow Edgar. When we enter the room, Edgar sits on the farthest bed from the window. Is it true that a vampire turns to dust if it's exposed to sunlight? Yeah. Don't start saying you want to experiment on me now. I won't. I'm not that ungrateful. If you're feeling grateful towards me, I'd like to hear the actual reason you're here. You said you were searching for someone, but who? Why do you think he or she is here? No human would ever come near a castle for demons without having any solid rhythm arm. Reason. You have physical evidence that the person's here. Am I wrong? No, you're on spot. I helplessly confess about the missing villagers and the button with the rose crest I found. I see. That makes sense. Sure, I'll help you with that. You mean you'll help me search for the villagers? That's only because if you moved around alone and someone found out about your identity, I'll lose my credibility. I thought that'd be what you were most worried about. But I'll tell you on my vampire's honor that it's not anyone from the hotel who kidnapped the villagers. I hear that the hotel made a pact to not attack humans. I've heard that in my village too, but it's been 500 years since then. The humans who made that pact might have died already, but the vampires from the hotel are still alive. Oh, really? The legend from the village is an actual reality here? Then what happened to Titania? Something stirs up inside me. Something stirs inside me. Originally, the Adora Forest acted as a barrier, banning humans from entering this area. But a human like you and a violent demon were wandering around the forest at the same time. Guessing from that fact, there's something deeper going on here. Edgar falls into thought. You know a lot for not being from this castle. This castle's famous. Every race from the dark knows about it. There are several books about the hotel even on my family's bookshelves. My hobby is to read books for research. I cooped up in my house and lived like that for hundreds of years. He says hundreds of years so lightly, but it's hard to imagine. If the invitation didn't arrive from the hotel, I probably wouldn't have left my hotel for another 100 years. I don't know if I made the right decision yet, but... Oh, well, sorry for getting you involved in this mess, Your Highness. No need to worry about it. It's not just you I'm curious about.
Edgar suddenly smiles kindly, making my heart beat louder than I wanted it to. I feel my cheeks flush, and I avert my gaze. I want to search inside the hotel first.
Yeah, I know, but...
Edgar interrupts me and collapses onto the bed.
Let me sleep until night.
Wait, Edgar!
It's been so long since I moved around so much.
Edgar finishes and sinks deeper into the bed, making no more movement. Vampires really can't be too active during the day, huh? I sigh and stare at the sleeping Edgar. Or is it because you were too cooped up inside all this? Or is it because you were cooped up inside all these hundreds of years? I suppose vampires need to get exercise too. I had just been told not to walk around by myself, but I can't let the day go to waste. Let's go, even if it's just us. I take Bear and quietly leave the room. Sunlight pours into the courtyard. No vampire would be able to come out here.
Isn't it just beautiful? Look at this castle.
Feeling relieved, I step on the cleanly cut grass. Huh? Bear is enjoying the feel of the earth too, and is running around the yard.
Hey, you guys, don't ruin the yard! Oh boy, I don't like this. Who woke up? Someone woke up!
A small person comes out from the shrub's shadow, swinging with a pair of garden scissors. I'm sorry. Bear, come here. I call Bear over and make him quiet down.
The grass finally just started growing. I can't have a wolf digging up a hole here.
The small man kneels down and checks the grass. Are you a gardener?
That's right. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a small dwarf.
I'd never. It's a wonderful garden and very well kept.
Thanks.
The dwarf skillfully wields the garden scissors and starts trimming the trees. I didn't know there were workers here that weren't vampires.
Yeah, the chef's a werewolf, and a troll helps with the luggage. There are plenty of others too.
It didn't seem like the dwarf is interested in what I am. I want to ask you something. Have you ever seen this? I take out the button from my pocket and show it to the dwarf.
That's a cuff button that the hotel gives to its workers.
Do all workers have it?
Yep, I have one too, but I don't really have a chance to wear it, since I'm always in this uniform.
Has anybody lost a button recently?
Who knows? I don't even know where I put mine.
It's going to be difficult to find the culprit from just this button.
But they have a clue.
I look around the courtyard, but feel something strange. It's a crest with a rose. But there are no roses in this garden.
There's a rose garden somewhere in the castle.
Somewhere? You're a gardener, but you don't know where it is?
The rose garden only lets in those who are permitted by the rose.
Permitted by the rose. You make it sound like the roses have their own will.
Of course they do. It's a magical rose after all. It plays tricks on people, like connecting rooms to completely different places, or making you go around and around the hallways.
So that was the power of roses? They got me.
That was unfortunate.
It's a really mysterious castle, isn't it? Has it always been like this?
Seems like it. There are a lot of secret rooms, and even I don't know all of them.
Then it wouldn't be that hard for workers to kidnap our villagers and imprison them here. I'm convinced that the villagers are held somewhere in the hotel. Well,
so that leaves us with one question. How is she going to get...
From what I understand, if this dimension isn't too different from the other one
that we're very familiar with, or that most people are familiar with because I'm a newbie,
how is she going to get... If there comes a time where Rosalie has to work with Albert or Rupert, Alfred
are Rupert to open Titania's room door to the Rose Garden. How's she gonna get him to cooperate? And what is it gonna be for? Also, oh, crud. What need will there be? What need will there be for Titania to open the door? Well, naturally, it's to rejuvenate the Rose Garden, because at this point, it's been 500 years, and naturally, they need to add up the Rose Garden. They must paint the black roses red. I am Jandy the Artsy-Rose, and I shall see you in the next video, but I feel like I have something else to say, and I can't even remember it. Don't you just hate that when you want to say something and you can't remember? Oh, crud. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Oh. It was that! Well, no problem. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!